Hi there, this is Amma from the official YouTube channel of SSL Trust. In this video, I am going to be showing you how you can successfully install an SSL certificate on your website in RunCloud. So let's get started. So we are hosting an application such as PHP admin on my server via RunCloud. And as you can see, our website or our connection to the site is not yet secure, and we're gonna make sure it is. This is the RunCloud dashboard, and we have connected our server to RunCloud and are managing it through this dashboard. As you can see, this is our server, and let's begin with the process. So step 1 in this process is going to be generating a private key and a certificate sign-in request, or a CSR. For that, we're going to head over to SSL Trust and then scroll down to the bottom of the page and then click on CSR and Key Generator under Tools and Services. So basically, a CSR, or a certificate sign-in request, is nothing but a request initiated by you, the client, to the certificate authority, which contains all the information such as the domain name and any business details, which are stored in a hashed form. On the technical side, it also contains the public key, which will be signed by the certificate authority and returned to you in the issued certificate. So just scroll down here and fill in your details real quick. Domain name without the www. Name of your organization. The organization unit such as IT. Your city. Your state, province. Choose your country. And type in your email address. Root length, we're going to go with 2048-bit, which is the industry standard. And then click on Generate CSR. Scroll down and you'll see your private key and your certificate sign-in request generated right here. Now, it is recommended that you save this in a text file on Notepad just to make sure that you can redo the configuration in case there are any mistakes in the process. So the next step in this process is going to be ordering and configuring an SSL certificate. So we're going to do just that. So let's head over to SSL Trust. Okay, so I'm on the main SSL Trust homepage. And as you can see, SSL Trust has established meaningful partnerships with all the leading SSL certificate authorities. And if you scroll down, you'll see that SSL Trust provides SSL certificates for all your SSL needs, whether you're a small business and want to secure a single website, standard SSL, whether you're a business, school, or organization and you want to show higher security and authenticity, you have the business SSL and the premium extended validation EVSSL for who want to display the green address bar in browsers with extended validation. Wildcard SSL certificates to secure unlimited subdomains, and multi-domain SSL certificates to secure up to 500 domains with a single multi-domain certificate. Now, if you're not sure which SSL certificate is the best for you and your business, please feel free to contact our sales team here over at SSL Trust, and they'll be happy to help you out. So since this is a demo video, we are going to go with a standard SSL certificate. Let's go with the Commodore Positive SSL. Choose the duration of your certificate. Click on Buy Now. And then click on Checkout. Fill in your details real quick. Choose your preferred method of payment. And then click on Complete Order. Once you've done that, come back to the SSL Trust dashboard. And then click on your purchased SSL certificate. And then click on Start Certificate Configuration. Or alternatively, you can provide the following URL to the appropriate person to complete the configuration for you. So let's start. Head over to the CSR, the window where we generated the CSR, and copy this from the very start to the very end, including all the dashes, or from your text file, and then paste it right here. Click on Verify CSR, and these details look just as you inputted them. Then we're good to go. Server type, you can either go with Apache or for server type, you can either go with Apache, Nginx, or Lightspeed, depending on what server you're going to use, since RunCloud has provisions for all of those. So let's just go with Apache and then click on next step. Fill in your details here real quick. And type in your email address. And if you have a technical individual doing this for you, please enter their details here. Otherwise, use admin contact and then click on next step. So now comes an important part of the process, which is domain control validation. So basically, you need to prove to the certificate authority, which in this case is Sectigo, that you own your domain name and have complete access to it. And you can do it in one of three methods, namely the email method. In this method, you'll need to have an email address, one of these 5, upon which you will be sent an email, which when you open should validate your domain name. And then you can click on Submit Configuration. The second method is the HTTP file method. So basically, in this method, you'll have to create a text file with this exact name, and in that file you'll need to paste in this contents, and you will have to create these directories if they're not already there on your server, and then click on check file if your server is displaying this file on the internet. The third, or the method that we're going to use, is the CNAME record validation method. So basically, you will need to access your DNS settings with either your domain name provider or your hosting provider, depending on where you've pointed your name servers to. So let me log into my DNS settings real quick. So these are my DNS settings, and then head back to the configuration window, copy the CNAME record, and then add new record right here, type CNAME, and then paste in the host value that we have just copied, and do the same for the CNAME value, copy and paste it right here, and then click on save. Head back to the configuration window and then click on submit configuration. So as you can see, our configuration was a success. This is our order number and our status is that we are awaiting validation. So now click here to access the validation manager. So just select your method of validation that you've done and then click on submit or recheck to check things on Sectigo's end. Just refresh things on Sectigo's end and make sure you get your SSL certificate. If you cannot access the DNS validation manager, you can always head back to the dashboard, choose your product, and then click on the access validation manager button right here to access your validation window. Now you need to understand that updating your DNS records takes from a few minutes up to an hour depending on your DNS service propagation speed. So just wait for a while and then keep coming back here and click on submit or recheck. Or you can head over to a website called dnschecker.org, type CNAME, just copy this value and paste it right here. Click on search. And as you can see, this record has already propagated in all of the places. So what we're going to do now is close this up and then click on submit or recheck. So just wait a bit and keep doing this until you get your SSL certificate. Okay, so it has been a while and our SSL certificate has been issued. So just click on your SSL certificate and then click on the collect or download certificate button right here. Let's close this up. And now that we have our SSL certificates, the main certificate, the chain certificate, and so on, we can now move to installing the SSL certificate on our web server in RunCloud. So just head over to RunCloud and click on your server. Select your web application and then select SSL or TLS on the menu on the left, and then click on use SSL TLS/basic, and then SSL provider we're going to go with custom. Then we are going to need to head back to copy our private key from the very start to the very end, including all the dashes from your text file, and then paste it right here. Now we'll need to do the same for SSL certificates, so just pay attention. For the SSL certificates, we are going to need to copy the main certificate to clipboard and then paste it right here. Then after that, we're going to just press enter, just a line after that. And then we are going to copy the intermediate certificate to our clipboard and then paste it just after the main SSL certificate. So you should have a total of 3 certificates in a chain. And then you can either enable or disable